The Fellowship wake during the cold light of morning after the Warg attack. They realise with some alarm that there are no bodies around the campsite. Gandalf now urges them to make haste towards the doors of Moria, conscious that they must disappear from evil eyes. At the doors, and on the shore of the lake that now stands nearby, Gandalf and Gimli struggle to find a way to open them. Eventually, Gandalf laughs and utters the word Belloc, the Elvish word for friend. At that, the doors swing open and the water stirs.
Right, hello everybody, and here we are with the Fellowship outside the doors of Moria, just about to work out how to get in. But it looks like something may be coming from the water, just as Frodo happens to be dipping his toes at the edge of the lake here. Now, so a bit different this time around. It's not me playing. I'm going to be commentating and also controlling the video, but I have Wayne with me. Hello, Wayne.
Hello.
But I also have a new star of the show. We have Johnny with us as well.
Hello.
And Johnny's going to be playing the Fellowship, so we've already talked about the fact that if he kills all of my Fellowship, then things could get nasty. And Wayne will be, as usual, evil.
Yeah. This has got to be better than playing Wraiths.
So here we are, we're using the Quest of the Ring Bearer scenario again, and this time what's going to happen is the Watcher in the water is going to try and stop the Fellowship from getting away, but particularly Frodo. So if he kills Frodo, as usual, that will be a win for the evil side. But the good side have to get 5 of their Fellowship through the doors. And to go through the doors, as you can see, this beautiful board with the doors shining in the background there, made by Wayne, of course. They just have to get in space contact and they go through the doors, which sounds very easy for them, but it isn't.
We've made a few tweaks.
We have made some tweaks because we did discover that they could literally just run off and go straight in.
3 turns and it would have been over.
With no fighting.
Yeah.
So in the first turn, the Watcher in the water can move full, and he gets a surprise round so he can still shoot with his special ability to drag members of the Fellowship into base contact with him. He doesn't get some of his rules, so he doesn't get dragged to the depths, which is one of his rules where he can literally auto-kill something as he drags it down on a 3+. But because it's shallow water, but he does get the rest of his rules.
Yes.
But he is deployed on the board at the start of the game, so he can't appear somewhere either. And that's it really, so we're going to go straight into our game now with priority for the evil player.
So I win priority automatically, and because I'm in water I can move double. So my movement is, for those who don't know what the Watcher does, I can move 4 normally, but in water I can move 8, and on the swim table I automatically count as rolling a 6. So so one of the tweaks that we've made is that I can, as Paul said earlier, I can move my double and I can shoot. Because what we found is actually if we did it to this scenario the way it was written, I would never quite get close enough to Frodo to actually have any effect on the game. So without further ado, I'm going to. So my deployment, as you can see, is 6 inches from this corner. So I'm going to move the full 8, but I'm not quite in range of Frodo. But I can shoot. Hopefully, once he's done his movement.
Okay. So Frodo is going to flee in the face of what is coming straight at him, so he moves us 4 inches back, and Aragorn and Boromir, with all their bravery, are going to try and protect Frodo. Gimli's going to try his best to keep up, but his short legs struggle a little, and Gandalf will also come forward a short way but he cannot cast magic in the first turn. So
one of the other rules that we've tweaked is that Gimli can shoot even if the Watcher is in base-to-base contact. Sorry, not Gimli. Yeah, he can throw axes. No, so he can throw his bow. Legolas can shoot even if the Watcher is in base-to-base contact with one of the good models, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
And actually, because
he can use his pinpoint accuracy, so he gets the single shot hitting on a 2+.
So one of the rules in the scenario, for those that don't know, if I take a wound, if the Watcher takes a wound, I have to move back D3 inches, which is actually a big deal, because then obviously it gives them the chance to run away. If I get down to my last wound, then I have to go back D6 inches, but even with that last wound I can't die.
No.
So I stay on that last wound.
Okay, so it's your shoot.
Right, so I get D6 shots. Wow, didn't roll that in a practice game, did I?
How are you going to split these?
So 6 shots. So I'm hitting on 3. So I'm going to put 3 on. I'm hitting on 4s, aren't I? Because I moved.
4s because you moved. Yeah.
So I'm going to put 4 on Frodo.
Okay.
Hits on Frodo.
Yep.
So
2 hits.
So he has to come directly the shortest route into base contact.
But he's going to come around this way a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can see him.
There you go.
For the camera. And then I'm going to put. Let's have a look. Oh, the hobbits are just out. That's a shame. I'm going to put 2 on Boromir.
I'm going to kill him again, don't you?
Right.
2 hits on Boromir.
So Boromir, you see him there?
Yeah.
Right. So Boromir's in as well.
So now you get your wound roll.
Yes.
So it's 6s to wound on both. I think
6s. So Boromir? No.
Because Boromir doesn't have only
you
has
had 2 hit rolls.
Yeah, that was on Boromir.
Is it when you rolled your 4 hit rolls on Frodo, 2 hit and 2 missed?
Oh, sorry. Got you.
He's trying to roll.
Yeah, but I was still Boromir.
Yeah,
No,
so no.
didn't know. Yeah.
And Boromir has
3 might.
he's got his 3 wounds left though.
He's got 3 wounds. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's
But he's got no fate.
he's
obviously.
weaker, wasn't he? Yeah.
But he's only got 2 mites left.
Yeah.
Could be a mistake there, but we'll see. Okay.
Right. So I now get my shot with Legolas. So he's going to hit on a 2+. So he hits on a 4, and he needs a 6 to wound the Watcher. So I think I will use a point of might to turn that into a 6.
Oh dear.
So that backs you off D3.
Does backs me off D3.
Is it D3 or is it 3?
D3.
It's D3. Got to do it. Yes.
Yes.
He saves
So
it.
his fate's gone, but he's still in combat.
Yes. Good
Okay.
move.
Okay.
It's always good when you get the right
As
dice.
we move into the combat phase.
Right.
So
then.
it's Boromir and Frodo, which is an interesting choice to drag Boromir in as well, against the Watcher.
Okay. So I've got
So
6
6
dice.
attacks.
I'll let Wayne set the tone.
So there's
3 6s.
plenty of 6s.
So Boromir's fight matches, so he just needs a 6.
Oh! He's not
But
feeling it.
Frodo can help him out. So the
dear.
fight
No, I'm
goes
not
to the
happy.
Watcher.
So they back away.
So
2s and 1s.
okay. So I need. What do I need to wound Boromir? Is it 4s?
It's 4s on both of them.
Or 4s on both of them. So I'm gonna. And Boromir's got 3 wounds, hasn't he?
He
Mhm.
does.
And how many wounds has Frodo got?
2 wounds, 3 fate.
I'm going to go. I know this isn't the tactical way of doing it, but I've never been known for my tactics. I'm going to go 3 on each.
Okay.
So on Boromir. Ooh. So that's 1 wound.
Okay.
And then on Frodo, 2 wounds.
2 wounds on
2
Frodo.
wounds on Frodo. So Frodo will use his first point of fate and pass, and his second point of fate and pass.
So goes down 2 fates.
So he's down 2 fates, he's got
Yeah.
1
And
left.
Boromir's down a wound.
Yes. Okay.
Alright then.
So it goes to priority.
Priority. So from this turn you can use magic.
Yes.
2.
4.
Oh, actually, it had Boromir. Boromir only had 2 wounds left, didn't he? So he's got a wound on there already. Yeah, that means he's taking a wound. So
He's down to 1.
Boromir's down to 1.
Nice.
So actually, good call.
Mm.
And they should have put it all on him and maybe killed him.
Killed him, yeah. Probably what I should have done. Probably just should put all the dice on one of them.
Any heroics?
Yeah, I'll go for a move.
Okay.
So Watch is out of might now.
I will counter that with Aragorn's 3 point of might. So it's
Your
Fellowship's priority. So on a 4 up, it goes to the Fellowship.
Oh,
It goes to the Watcher.
good rolling to start with. It's good to see that you've taken over the same level of rolling.
Okay, so I'm going to basically move up like that to...
So charged into both.
Okay.
But
So the
can still
monstrous
shoot.
So,
Yeah, monstrous charge,
in
so
the
it gets an
water.
extra.
do
Is
D6
he in
shots.
the water?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I've
So
got
it's my-
6,
so
but
my
it's your
move,
move
yeah.
first. Sorry.
Getting excited.
So Aragorn, sensing the peril, is going to charge around.
Just going to save the Bolton Dragon in.
Gimli. Just about reach, so he is going to join in the fray. Out of sight, hidden behind there. Now Gandalf wants to stay close to the gate. And he's going to try and cast Immobilise.
Right. Okay, so he's just checking. The Watcher in the water does cause terror, but of course, while Frodo's alive, the Fellowship are fearless. So, carry on, gents.
So Gandalf was about to unleash his magic, now he's allowed to in turn 2. So he's going to use his 3 point of will and one of his store points to try and cast Immobilise on the Watcher, which he gets off on a 6.
So I have to
Now,
roll 6.
the Watcher's got 5 points of will,
I have to roll a 6.
but you need a 6 to match it.
Oh, that's unexpected. Okay. I was expecting it to be like the practice game.
Yeah,
You
I didn't roll any
one-
6s
ones
in the
and
practice
twos.
game.
I think this is easy. Okay, I'm going to go with... Immobilise, that's really going to... Okay, I'm going to go with 3 dice and just hope...
So you'll still get to roll in the combat, you just don't attack if you win the fight.
Okay. So basically I can win a fight to stop me losing a fight. Yeah. Come on, 6. No.
No.
6 in total.
I mean, yeah.
But I've lost
So the Watcher is immobilised.
3 points.
Duty.
I'm
So I'm
glad the
guessing
camera's not on our face because it's kind of, I'm sulking right now. If I throws up when you're watching this.
I've lulled you into a false sense of security in that
Yeah,
practice
well,
game.
I've got him here.
Boromir is dead
So,
turn 2.
So the Watcher can't shoot.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So it's just
Legolas
Legolas can still have his shot.
Yes.
So is it hitting on a 2? He does hit, and wounding on a 6.
Oh, you're going to hit the 6 then. Knock me back. D3.
Now, because he's immobilised, I'm not going to expend his might. I don't think it's as necessary to make him back up. We'll save that for the Mines of Moria.
Okay.
So
But I need to win this combat.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you set the tone.
Ooh!
5.
Oh, he's only got a 5
I'm
high.
so used to rolling 6s with 6 dice.
So we've got 3 attacks from Aragorn.
There's the 6.
2 sixes.
Oh, no.
It's turning it on now. Right, so that's good enough.
So Aragorn is wounding on 5s.
So I'm back an inch.
Oh, I will say though, Wayne, you did charge though, didn't? Oh no, you didn't. You got charged. Ignore me. Terrible.
He charged
Did
Frodo.
he charge?
Oh,
So
so
he
you get
does
one
get
extra
an extra
attack.
dice. You do get an extra
You
dice.
get 1 extra attack.
1 extra attack.
Yeah.
If you get a 6.
Here it comes.
Oh. You use your might already.
Yeah.
Right. So Aragorn wounds on 5s. Strength 4 against defense 6. Not
Dear.
very good. Boromir also wounds on 5s. Oh dear. Gimli, I didn't declare what he was doing.
So it would normally be as
two-handed. Two axes.
2 axes.
Okay, so it's 3 attacks, wounding on 5s.
So
there's one.
And Frodo also wounding on... No, Frodo's wounding on 6s, sorry. No.
So it's 1 wound, which I can't negate because I've used my point.
Don't forget he's got sting.
Yeah, so that's strength 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think I will use a point of might on Boromir and 1 on Gimli, because then I'll do 3 wounds,
Three
which
wounds.
halves your attacks. Because once you go below 3 wounds, you only get 3 attacks.
Yes. So, and I have to back off D3. So I'll go back 2 inches. So from that point there to there. And I've
Okay.
taken 3 wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going very differently to the practice game.
Very different, yeah. Okay. So I've got 5 wounds, as in to start with, so I've got 2 left.
I thought you had 6.
6. I think.
6 wounds, I think.
Yeah.
No.
You got 5 will.
5 will, 6 wounds.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong W.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, you're right.
Right,
Okay.
priority.
Priority.
I've got my glasses again. Can you tell?
Right. So who had priority last? I had it last turn, didn't I? Because you
Think
called
you
it
did, yeah.
heroic.
Yeah,
6.
6.
So it goes to the Watcher.
Okay.
Are you calling any heroics?
I think I will, to try and get Frodo away. So I'll use Aragorn's 3 point of might. So he has to move first. Frodo will get to there. So Aragorn is going to come around. It's just Frodo will run as fast as he can. And Boromir and Gimli will start a tactical retreat.
Is anyone else moving?
So that was a heroic, so it's now the Watcher's
there we
move.
go. Okay. So I'm going to go... I can only really go 2 inches
So
to...
you'll get 2 in the water and 3 out of the water.
But I want to shoot.
So 2 in the water, 1 out of the water.
So 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
And the rest of my move. So the hobbits, sensing the retreat, are going to start moving back towards the gate.
It's a very different game, isn't it? Because usually like Merry and Pippin are dead by now.
Yeah, but you're not really after them.
And
The solution would
Gandalf,
be if others go down. But you've got to go for Frodo now, you're taking wounds, haven't you? So.
Gandalf is going to rinse and repeat, but he's only going to use his 3 point of will this turn.
Okay.
So I want to free up with Immobilise. So he gets it on a 4.
Okay, so I've got 2 dice left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try them both. Hopefully get the 4 right. Yep.
So you're out of will, but you're not immobilised.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. So shooting.
So shooting. So I'm going to
Yeah, so it's your
do
shooting
my
first.
shooting. 3 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Move.
Who are they targeting?
All on Frodo.
All on Frodo, of course.
Yes. All 3.
Okay, and then there's 6s to
Sixes
wound.
to wound. Nope.
No wounds, but Frodo has made the mistake I made in the practice game.
He's in combat.
He's in combat on his own with the Watcher. Right, Legolas is going to return fire and try and fire an arrow down the Watcher's mouth. So hitting on a 2. Hits and wounding on a 6. This is quite a key one. No, he doesn't get it.
Big sigh of relief there.
Right, now what I am going to remember is to call heroic defence.
Yes.
So as a point of Frodo's might.
Okay, that means I need 6s to wound, does it?
Yeah, natural 6s to wound.
Yeah. Okay then. Combat.
Combat.
6.
Oh, I saw 4 1s there and thought I've got a chance. But 6 is going to win it. I rolled a 1 anyway.
Okay, so I need 6s. He's got 3 wounds, you say, or 2 wounds.
He's got 2 wounds, 1 fate.
Okay. No 6s.
No 6s.
Oh dear.
You didn't charge him, so you don't get the extra.
No.
Right. Goes to priority. I'm glad I remembered heroic defence there. 4. 4 for the fellowship, so it swings back to me. Now I'm going to learn and charge in with Gimli and Aragorn. I'm going to retreat Frodo and try and protect him. Although I can't protect him from the tentacles because he gets pulled over anything in between. And Gandalf will try and cast Immobilise one more time. So on 3+ with his 3 point of will. He gets it.
Can't stop that. I'm out. Oh dear.
So you can't, you can't shoot when you're immobilised.
Can't shoot, no.
Okay.
That could be the defining moment of the game.
Could be
Right?
key. So Legolas will still get his shot. Hitting on a 2+. Oh, he misses. Alright, so we'll go to combat. I won't waste might on that one.
Okay.
So you're down
combat?
to 3 attacks now because you're 3 wounds.
Okay.
4
So
high.
Right, so Aragorn doesn't get a 4. Gimli is going to use his 3 attacks. Gets a 6. So Aragorn wounding on 5s.
Ooh.
2 wounds.
Can't stop that.
And Gimli, that's 3 wounds.
So
So you don't die, but you move d6.
3. So there.
I've only just remembered that he can't die in this scenario. I was like, yes, I've killed him.
Okay.
Right.
But they're doing their job. That immobilise, that's yeah.
That's-
Because I was
yeah.
thinking, as long as I can get my shots off,
Keep pulling Frodo back
pull
in.
Frodo over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Priority.
fairly key priority this
Yeah,
one. I would
because I
say.
can run away.
3.
Keeps it interesting.
Right. Might not matter though. I think I move, you move. I can't move more than you can move. So it really depends on whether you.
But don't forget the long game of he would keep attacking, and if he takes down some of the others,
Yeah.
the actual result in our campaign doesn't actually matter that much.
Yeah. I was just thinking, obviously my number 1 target would be Frodo, but if I can't get him, then I'm gonna have to pick other targets. Okay.
If you can charge in and then win the fight, you will get double dice because they'll be prone.
Yeah.
So you'll be back up to your 6.
So basically, I can. So if I move 2, then so I could charge in.
Mm-hmm.
I could charge in. Having said that, though, I'm only on 3. I'm only on 3 dice for attack, aren't I? Which makes a massive difference. I'll do that anyway.
Okay.
Because I can still shoot.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Presumably you can shoot the ones you're in combat with as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So, well, Aragorn and Gimli fend off the Watcher. Frodo will make a retreat within touching distance off the gates of Moria. And Gandalf and Boromir will
Okay.
keep him covered. And it feels a bit boring to continually cast Immobilise. But
Works
it's
though,
very
doesn't
key. So I
Do you have
think
any
I'll do
damage
it.
spells?
I do, but they're harder to
Sorcerer's Roll.
cast.
Do you think every time you wound me now, I've got to go d6 inches because I'm always on my last wound?
That's a good point. I'm thinking long game to not use too much might. Will. I'll go for the one that I can cast on a 3-up. So I'll go Immobilise again.
Yeah.
I would have got Sorcerer's Blast, but So yeah, again, the Watcher is
I'll pass on
immobilised. Legolas gets his shot, so hitting on a 2, hits, and wounding on a 6. No,
Okay. Combat.
so we go to combat.
So, 3 dice, going off 6 then.
Oh, he gets to 6.
Charge, so you get. Oh, doesn't matter.
So 3 for Aragorn. Aragorn gets to 6. It goes to a roll off. Whose
Okay.
priority is your priority?
You.
Goes to the Fellowship. So Aragorn wounding on 5s.
Yeah.
Aragorn gets
Yep.
the killing.
D6.
You roll it?
You can roll a d6. 4 inches.
Okay. So from there to there. Okay.
And another crucial priority here.
Oh. 2.
6. So I think the Fellowship will be.
You can just run through the door now, can't you?
Yeah, so I think the hobbits, sensing Frodo's safety, will go through the door with Boromir and Gandalf protecting them. But Legolas is going to stay there to try and protect Aragorn and Gimli's retreat. The 3 hunters.
So I'm going to go. So it's an inch and a half, isn't it? Inch and a half, then. So basically I can get to there. Okay. I'm going to shoot. Well, you can shoot, sure.
Yeah.
You'll
So
shoot
Legolas
first.
shoots first,
Yeah.
so now no one's in combat. I'll be using my 3 shots, so hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and wounding on 6s. No.
I'm going to shoot 3 shots. I'm going to go for Aragorn.
Okay.
Yep.
So Aragorn's pulled in.
Pull him in. And then, so it's 2 hits, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2
So
hits.
6s.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
wound.
there's a 6.
A wound on Aragorn.
Oh, this could be quite important for the mines.
So he's going to use his fate. So it's his first point. Fails 1. He's going to use 1 more. Passes a
So
second.
passes a
So he's
second.
got one fate left. Okay, into combat.
Okay, so I've just got the 3 dice again.
Yep. 5
5.
high.
Oh, he's got
Aragorn
6.
wins it on the 6. And 5's to wound. He gets
Oh,
that
he's got
decisive wound again.
So D6.
Another tentacle gone.
Oh. A 6.
6 inches.
6 inches. There you
That could
go.
be a moment.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. He's sulking now. He's going back to the water. You've all run off. You don't want to play. It's not fair.
Priority.
Oh. Oh. 6. You had 5
Yeah,
I
last
think
time.
you had.
No,
No.
Johnny had it, so it's
Okay, so it
Yeah.
goes to the Watcher.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, okay. So, that would be half, wouldn't it? So that would be count as 2. Let's do
Can you get to him or not?
No, I don't think so. I don't think. No, well, I've moved him out, so.
So Gimli will follow the hobbits.
Oh, he can move 6, can't he? So he can get out, yeah.
Gimli follows
Yeah, I
the
should
hobbits
measure
into the
that properly.
mines.
Or measure it, because if you can charge him, you should charge him.
Well, I was 6 inches from him, wasn't I?
Yeah.
You know, so
So yeah, you in theory
Oh
you
yes,
can do
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I've got 6 inches of room I can get in,
You
can't I?
move 6
yeah,
inches
yeah.
back.
So yeah.
Okay, so Gimli
Gimli's gone, is he?
thinks Gimli will still run away. He trusts that Aragorn can fend off the Watcher as it's wounded. Legolas will stay there, continue to pepper
Legolas is
out of your range.
six,
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll be good to shoot him actually. Okay, so I'm going to see what shots I get into Aragorn.
It doesn't.
Two shots.
I guess you can shoot into your own combat.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
you can.
Doesn't say anything different, does it?
No.
No wounds.
So Legolas is going to try and protect Aragorn. He
Oh.
doesn't. He misses the legendary Elven Archer.
So combat. I'm playing on 3 dice.
You are.
The more's on my last one. 6.
Six
Six.
eye is Aragorn. Oh, almost triple sixes. for
So it's a
Aragorn.
roll off.
It is a roll off. Your priority.
Roll low.
That's a 6.
Jesus.
Aragorn wins. So 5s to cause the killing blow again.
Shame that way because you'd have got 8 dice on him
Yeah.
because you charged him.
Yeah, so he does the final wound to push you back d6 inches.
Okay. 4 inches.
And we go to another priority that you crucially
Yeah. 6.
6
6. But
Oh,
it's yours
swings
now.
back
because
to the
I had a-
Fellowship.
Got 6s all of a sudden.
So Aragorn will move his full 6 inches.
Yeah. I can only go 4 inches from the amount I've got there, so I can literally go to there, but I won't be able to. I'm in range of shooting, but I can't shoot because I've moved my full 4 inches. So
Was it just the first turn we said you could move full and shoot?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Legolas will try and ping some arrows over Aragorn's shoulder. 3s to hit. They all hit. And 6s to wound. Not going to waste a might, I think. I'll save that for the Goblin
You
Hordes.
don't need to, do you?
The long dark of
Because
Moria.
even if I get priority and I move over, you're just going
I
to
can
just
call
move through.
heroic, yeah.
Try not to bash the team. Yes, you can just move through the gate, can't you?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's just roll it anyway. So
Yep.
last priority, 1.
That's nice. Okay.
Okay, good game.
Aragorn turns and flees. And Legolas
Last 3.
lasts through.
So
As
the
the Watcher
now
crumbles the gate.
crashes
Yeah.
everything down.
Goes back into the water.
Right, good game, chaps. Didn't happen quite the same as the practice game.
No, but I suppose that's the beauty of it, that if it kind of plays out differently, that's kind of what you want, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because in the first game, Frodo, well, you didn't really get the wounds, did you, on the shooting?
No.
So I never really got pushed back. I think there was once right near the end of the game.
Boromir died early on, and Frodo lost all of his fate and had 1 wound left.
Yeah,
So it was a much more damaging round for the.
and also immobilise. I think you got that off a couple of times, but I managed to
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah,
Um,
that was key.
so that didn't really have such an effect on them the first game. So yeah, but immobilise spell was absolutely perfect because if it stops me shooting, because the shooting's where I can
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know, keep dragging Frodo in. That's where the game is.
Right, so let's have some rolls for anybody who's lost. We didn't have a full of a took. Nobody sort of did badly.
No.
No.
Whether there wasn't really any standout performances there. I don't think either.
I'd
I
probably
thought
say
everyone was solid.
Legolas or Gandalf because the
Gandalf,
shooting.
Gandalf's immobilise
Yeah.
was
But
quite
you'd
key.
expect him to
But
do
yeah.
that. It's one of his easiest spells. He didn't like Sorcerer's Blast him to death or anything spectacular,
No.
did he? So
But the first turn you rolled a 6 on the wound, didn't you, for the shooting? Was it the first turn?
Yeah.
So that was
yeah.
that made quite
Yeah.
a difference because.
Um,
But yeah,
So basically, it's D3, I would say, for anybody who's lost who's down on resources at the moment. So if we start at the top,
So we'll start with Frodo.
Frodo. So pop him on the board so we can see
Yeah.
who. So Frodo first of all.
So you can
So he gets 1 something back. So that's
Okay.
bad news for Frodo, actually.
He's down quite a lot, so I think he's going to recover one of his fate to put him back up to 2 fate.
So he's on 1 might.
So he's on 1 might, 3 will, 2 fate. Next is Samwise Gamgee, who is actually on full, so I don't need to roll for him.
Yep.
And likewise for Merry and Pippin.
Who, amazing, first time they've got through a game.
Yeah.
So obviously the pilot of the Fellowship is much more skilled.
Now Gandalf could do with recovering some will in preparation for the Dark of Moria. And he gets 3 resources. So he can recover back to his full 3 might, 6 will, 3 fate.
So he's back to full.
So he's back to full. Which is good news.
That's quite useful.
That is. Next up is Aragorn. He has lost 2 fate, so he could do with recovering
Oh,
at least one of them. So he has 3 might, 3 will, 2 fate. Boromir, he didn't really do much in that last game.
He started sort of quite down, didn't
He's only got 1 might, so he could definitely do with 2 more might. So he's up to 3 might, 1 will, and no fate. Does this include wounds?
It does include wounds, so you could give him wounds back as well.
So I think I'll give him back his wounds. He's back up to 3 wounds.
He's only got 1 might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legolas is next up. Now he is quite soft at the moment, with no fate and 1 wound. So I think he will recover 1 of each. So 1 fate and back to 2 wounds. And last is Gimli. So he is currently down a might and down a fate. So he recovers back to full. Which is good news.
Okay. So looking a bit better than they were before.
Yeah, Boromir and Legolas are still weaker,
Yeah.
and Frodo is definitely vulnerable, but the rest are at full.
So what is the next scenario?
So we are into
Balance 2.
Balin's tomb.
Balin's Tomb.
We're all excited to see Wayne's scenery for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to actually showing that. 'Cause it's, yeah, I think it's come out right. Actually, it's looking good. So, yeah, I'm gonna kill some people in the next one. I've got a troll. Got a troll and a load of goblins. It's going to be good.
And you've actually you've done quite a bit of Balin's Tomb already, haven't you? So
Yeah, the whole thing's built. The whole thing's built and it's all undercoated. I just need to start painting it. It's kind of weird with the scenery because it takes a long time to build and kind of make sure you get it right. But painting's really quick. It's really good, really quick to do scenery. So yeah, the only thing I did with it was I did the doors. I did the doors so they were closed, so they're kind of intact and closed.
Yeah.
So the only thing I might do is I might go back and redo that bit so they're kind of all smashed up and open to kind of reflect what's actually going on.
I could then have both if it slots in.
Yeah, it could do. Yeah, I mean, I could just make like a fascia for it, so it kind of like,
So as they break
shows
through,
both.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
And
so
I'm just showing at the moment. I'm just putting it onto the sort of full glory of the doors there with all the background.
Hopefully, if we get this, I was thinking when it all goes together with Balin's Tomb and the Escape from Dwarrowdale and the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, it might be that it's all we could actually. I know we've played this now, but actually at the end of once we've done it all, we could actually set it all up on one table and play the whole thing in one go.
And it might be 3 videos, but
the whole table will be one thing.
And we'll do it all
So
over.
effectively, the other side of the doors here will be dwarven structure with corridors going off, and then it'll go to each part of each part of the next sort of, so there'd be 4 scenarios that you can just play one after the other.
Yeah.
So the only thing we'd have to work out is if we do like this, where we kind of each stage you recoup a bit, or can you go through the whole 4 with as if it's one, 4 scenarios, but as if it's one game.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting, because it
we'll
might just be kind of like Frodo running over the bridge of Khazad-dûm on his own at the end. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks, chaps, and welcome to the campaign, Johnny. Hope that you
it was a
will
joy.
join us for the next bits.
Well,
And,
I've actually painted up some Moria, so Wayne can use my goblins and
Oh
trolls.
yeah, because you've got the trolls and goblins.
Yeah, so Wayne can be killing me with my own models.
It happens to the best of us. Right. Thanks, chaps.
Bye.
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 As the Fellowship flee into the mines, they hear the crashes of destruction from outside. There will be no returning that way. All that remains is the long dark of Moria.
Thank you for joining us as the Fellowship make their way into Moria. As ever, my thanks go to Wayne for joining me once more, but also for the amazing terrain that he continues to produce for the show, and to Johnny, who hopefully will be joining us much more, particularly as he's painted most of the models as we go through the Moria campaign. All that remains for me to say is join us next time for our journey through Middle-earth.